नमस्कार, मी महाराष्ट्र न्यूज चॅनलमध्ये आपलं स्वागत। आज आपण आलेलो आहोत अलिबागचे मोस्ट फेमस शिंत्रेवाडीमध्ये आणि आमच्या समोर आहेत त्यांचे फाउंडर, त्यांचे ब्रेन चाइल्ड श्रीमान नंदू काका शिंत्रे। नमस्कार सर।
नमस्कार
सर, आमच्या प्रेक्षकाला सांगा की नक्की शिंत्रेवाडीची USP काय आहे?
आता शिंत्रेवाडीमध्ये तुम्ही नागाव बीचवर आलेले आहात आणि शिंत्रेवाडीचे USP आहे की प्रत्येकाला होम स्टे द्यायचे आहे आणि होम स्टे देताना एक थीम असं आहे की हे हॉटेल नाही आहे, हे आवर बिझनेस इज हॉस्पिटॅलिटी। हां, पाहुणचार मराठीमध्ये म्हणतात तो पाहुणचार। आपण आता एंट्री करतोय शिंत्रेवाडीमध्ये आणि आम्ही प्रत्येक गेस्टला वेगळं घर देतो, म्हणजे आम्ही हॉटेलची रूम देत नाही। हॉटेलची रूम जी असते ती फक्त एक रूम असते, इथे प्रत्येक ग्रुपसाठी वेगवेगळी घरं आहेत। आता तुम्ही हे जे घर समोरचं बघताय व्हिला, हे जे व्हिला घर आहे ह्याला 3 बेडरूम आहेत आणि 3 बेडरूममध्ये साधारण मॅक्झिमम 10 माणसं राहू शकतात आणि प्रत्येक घराचा थीम वेगळा आहे। हे जशी कोकणातली घरं असतात ह्या टाईपची घरं आहेत आणि ह्या घरामध्ये पडवी, एक झोपाळा आहे, त्याच्याबरोबर प्रत्येक माणसांना तिन्ही जरी रूममध्ये राहिलं तरी एक सिट आउट आवश्यक असतं आणि डायनिंग एरिया आवश्यक असते। तर ती डायनिंग एरिया आहे इथे, प्रत्येक माणसाला डायनिंग एरिया म्हणजे एकत्र माणसं बसून जेवू शकतात। आणि इंटिरियर रूमचं बघितलं तर जुन्या टाईपचं असलं तरी सुद्धा त्याच्यामध्ये सगळ्या अम्युनिटीज आहेत, व्यवस्थित चांगल्या प्रकारचे बेड आहेत आणि प्रत्येक घरामध्ये स्पेशली आम्ही वेस्टर्न टॉयलेट्स ॲज वेल एज इंडियन टॉयलेट्स प्रोव्हाइड केलेली आहेत। या इथून बघता आपण आणि प्रत्येक घरामध्ये आम्ही एक प्रयत्न केला की झोपाळा द्यायचा। कोकणामधली स्पेशालिटी असते झोपाळा, तर तो झोपाळा प्रत्येक घरासाठी आम्ही दिलेला आहे आणि चांगलं ॲकोमोडेशन प्रत्येक माणसाला मिळावं अशा टाईपचं ॲकोमोडेशन आम्ही दिलेलं आहे। आता आपण दुसऱ्या ॲकोमोडेशनला जाऊया। विला वन ऑफ द ॲकोमोडेशन्स। नाउ वी विल सी अदर अम्युनिटीज। वी हॅव in fact we supply here well water, but well water also has been covered properly so that the water is clean. We have a power backup, a generator, so that in case any power failure there is a constant supply. Okay, and then further down we will go to other areas. And in other areas, when we see, we have tried to accommodate a lot of different activities here. And one of the activities, if you will see, that we have a excellent kitchen. That is, as well as if you will see a kitchen, that in the kitchen we have a chula. In that chula, we always cook food on chulas so that it is traditionally Kokni kind of food which is available. Okay, there are chulas, so भाकरी चपाती या चुल्यावर केली जाते इथे, त्यामुळे त्याला एक वेगळ्या प्रकारची चव असते। त्यानंतर आपण पाहिलं तर आमच्या इथे एक वेगळं मोठं किचन आहे आणि त्या किचनमध्ये सगळ्या प्रकारची म्हणजे व्हेज नॉन व्हेज हे स्पेशली फूड आम्हाला द्यायलाच लागतं आणि आम्ही ते वेगळ्या प्रकाराने फूड देतो। मोठं किचन आहे, आमचा स्टाफ इथे असतो, स्टाफचं नंतर डायनिंग झाल्यानंतर ते स्वतःसुद्धा इथे जेवतात। आम्ही सगळ्या लोकांचे ह्याप्रमाणे प्रॉपर आमचं किचन असल्यामुळे ते देतो। वॉश एरिया वेगळ्या प्रकारची आहे। त्यानंतर आपण इकडे आमचं एक छोटं ऑफिस आहे, ऑफिस कॉम्प्युटर सिस्टीम आहे, त्यामुळे आमच्याकडे सगळी जी अकाउंटिंग प्रोसिजर आहे ती कॉम्प्युटरच होते। त्यानंतर आपण आता डायनिंग हॉलमध्ये जाऊया। हा डायनिंग हॉल सुद्धा ट्रॅडिशनल डायनिंग हॉल आहे, म्हणजे आपण बऱ्याच ठिकाणी ढाब्यामध्ये जातो तर ढाब्यामध्ये गेल्यासारखं सुद्धा तुम्हाला ॲटमॉस्फिअर मिळावं आणि चांगलं सुद्धा ॲटमॉस्फिअर मिळावं। Now we will go to other accommodations. What we are trying to provide the guest here is every independent guest gets a home. You know, in the sense, even a couple comes, he gets a separate room, separate home. It is not a hotel room. So that we have providing for 2 people a home, for 4 people a separate home, as well as for the groups. If there are 10 people, then we have a villa, then there are about 10 to 12 people, then we have a bungalow. Now we will go to the bungalow. Bungalow, and every accommodation is different. प्रत्येक घराची स्पेशालिटी वेगळी आहे, कारण येणारा गेस्ट जो आहे त्या गेस्टला वेगवेगळ्या प्रकाराने राहायची आवड असते. कोणाला जुन्या टाईपचं घर आवडतं, कोणाला नवीन टाईपचं घर आवडतं, तर ते सुद्धा आम्ही प्रोव्हाइड करण्याचा प्रयत्न केला आहे. आता हा जो बंगला आहे, या बंगल्याला खाली 4 बेडरूम आहेत आणि स्पेशली प्रत्येक बेडरूमला अटॅच टॉयलेट आहे, वेस्टर्न आणि इंडियन सुद्धा आहेत. आणि शिवाय आता 10-15 माणसं राहिली तर इथे बसायला चांगला मोठा सीट आउट आहे. शिवाय डायनिंग इथेच आहे, त्यामुळे त्यांना जेवण इथे मिळतं. ही त्याची खासियत आहे. म्हणजे लोकांना दुसऱ्या कुठेही जायला लागत नाही आणि हॉटेलमध्ये गेल्यासारखं वाटत नाही. ही स्पेशालिटी आहे. Now we are going towards a farmhouse. The farmhouse is almost a 70-year-old property. Idea is that there were all paddy fields earlier, and in these paddy fields, when you come for work, you require a proper accommodation, and that way the accommodation was provided. And this accommodation is typical farmhouse kind of a thing, where there are 4 bedrooms. You will enter, you will see now the rooms. Every room is cozy. In fact, it has got a proper beds. There are attached toilets, as well as there is a फार्म हाऊसमध्ये प्रत्येकाला डायनिंग एरिया प्रॉपर दिलेली आहे. ह्या फार्म हाऊसचं अकोमोडेशन, एकूण अकोमोडेशन जवळजवळ 25 लोक इथे राहू शकतात. आणि मुळात पिकनिकला जी येणारी माणसं असतात त्यांना अकोमोडेशन चांगलं लागतं, त्याचबरोबर त्यांना वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे सिटिंग एरिया लागते. आणि त्या सिटिंग एरियामुळे तुम्हाला जास्तीत जास्त जागा प्रोव्हाइड करायला लागते. त्याप्रमाणे आम्ही ही प्रोव्हाइड केलेली आहे. आता आपण मी मगाशी एक्सप्लेन केल्याप्रमाणे आमच्याकडे प्रत्येक फॅमिलीला देर इज अ सेपरेट रूम अँड सेपरेट होम. Now you will see this home is for a couple. There are proper beds, there is a western toilet attached, there is a AC provision of AC, refrigerator. These all necessary provisions which have been made, as well as you will see that a guest gets a even sit out where he can sit properly as well as look around and spend proper time. Now we are entering to a prime area of Shintrewadi. These are beach side cottages where you can sit in the veranda and watch the beach. And these cottages are for a family cottage. Now family cottage means normally a family has 3 to 4 persons in a family. So we are providing accommodation, a single room accommodation for 4 people, so that a family can stay comfortably as well as they enjoy the beach view. Now you are entering to one of the cottages. These are 3 cottages, similar cottages. You will see that every cottage has got the unique color. That we have 3 cottages where pink, green, yellow, these kind of theme which we have provided for a cottage. As well, there is all the facilities are there. There is air conditioning which is also there, and there is a sit out, a place where the people can sit, dine and watch the sea. The sea is, we have a private access to the beach, and unique neck, as I mentioned to you earlier, that we are providing a swing to each family. Now swing is a unique thing which normally people do not get. So we are providing swings. Now this is the area where there are 3 cottages. In fact, what we are trying to provide here is that there is a lot of play area, lot of trees which has been preserved, and We have a special things like when a guest comes, when he swims, when he comes, there are showers so that sand does not go into the rooms and the rooms remains clean. And now we are going towards the beach. Now you are entering to another cottage where this cottage has got 5 bedded suites. All 5 beds are there, and as I mentioned, the theme is, earlier we have seen yellow, now is a green, and third cottage is pink, and third cottage is pink. And every cottage, as I mentioned, is properly furnished with a refrigerator, air conditioner, and a proper accommodation for the guest. Now you will see that our property is directly connected to the Nagaon beach. The Nagaon beach is a 6-kilometer long safest beach where the beach is very gradual, that there are no rocks, there is no quicksand. Even a person can swim, he can walk half a kilometer inside the water and swim. Now we are going towards the beach, which we have exclusive access to the beach. That means you can swim, and with the wet clothes you can come inside the Shintre property. Now we will see access to the beach, which we have provided properly, as well as this land also has been kept clean so that people enjoy, they can play here properly. Now you will see the exit to the beach, and we are providing a proper way to the beach. We have provided a bridge. Through this bridge you are able to go inside, and one of the safest beaches across you can go from Revas to Murud. One of the safest beach is Nagaon beach, and you will observe that beach is very clean, water is clean. On the right hand side you can see Alibagh city, you can see Alibagh fort. On the left hand side you can see a Korlai fort, and on the further down is Murud Janjira on the left hand side. And these are the uniqueness, as well as we have water sports on the beach, different kind of water sports, water scooter, paragliding, all these activities which are provided by different people.
Well, now we have seen that how beautiful the Shintrewadi at Nagaon beach in Alibagh is, and we have the brainchild right besides us who's going to narrate the beauty more about Shintrewadi here. So sir, my question to you, yes, Nandu Kaka, is that there is a legacy which is attached to the most famous and the renowned Shintrewadi.
Yes.
What does it mean?
My father was a postal superintendent with the British time, and then he was awarded a Rao Sahib, Rao Bahadur and Kaisar Hind. In fact, he is the person who has distributed pedas and coconuts, sitting at Akshi Stambh when we got the independence. And the issue is that although he was in Bombay city, he was postal superintendent, he liked the villages most, and then he bought the property here. And when he loved it, in fact, I also born and brought up here, I've done the schooling here, so I got so much attachment to the property, and that is the reason we have said that Shintre name has to be kept in the same fashion. It has to be made popular, it should be a popular name, and that is one of the reasons that we have said it is Shintrewadi. Wadi is a horticulture, so that you have trees, and is a name.
It's a name.
Is a name. So Shintre and Wadi is the name, so that's why we have called it a Shintrewadi, and it has been run in that fashion. Basically we have started it that we must keep the property, as well as today lot of city people, they do not have homes. They were having villages, they have sold the properties, so when they come here, they don't have anything. So we are trying to provide them proper home, proper front, as well as, the same home facilities to them. As well as it is to be modern, it has to be moderate, like we stay in Bombay flat, it has to be a similar way. As well as they should get the traditional Konkan cuisine. So that is one of the reasons we have started it. And in Shintrewadi, we have kept our USP is different. People sometimes will feel, what is this USP? Our USP is there is no television in any of our accommodations.
No television?
In any of our accommodations, yes. And we do not allow DJ, no loud music. Even on 31st December, we do not allow. Because first thing is, if we do that, how the birds will remain here? And today, every family in cities have televisions. And in fact, we watch televisions, we watch 2-3 channels at a time. And people are so accustomed to televisions and they get distracted. And when they come here, we got experience of young couples. First they come here and they go back because there is no television. But after roaming around for 1 hour, they come back and they spend 3 nights here. And they take an oath that yes, when we go home, we will not put on the TV. During dinner, we will not put on the TV because they know the benefits of not using the TVs. Yes, because otherwise even husband and wife, you see, they cannot talk to each other and you cannot discuss in a conference room and discuss your problems. So you have to have good atmosphere. So we are providing that great atmosphere. We are providing all these homes to them, and as I explained to you earlier, that we provide every group a home. Even a couple, there is a separate home. For a family, there is a separate home. 2-3 families come together. There is a separate home for 10 to 12 people. 20 to 25 people, there is a separate home. As well as people they can make small get-togethers here. They, as well as what they do, they have thread ceremonies, small marriages, receptions, they do it here.
Wonderful.
And as the result, we would like to keep the same tradition, go on improving slightly, but do not make it too, mod. We don't want to make a 5-star hotel of this.
Certainly.
We want to keep in the same fashion.
Traditionally, yes. And
yes.
Shintre Kaka, मला हे पण तुम्हाला विचारायचं आहे की now that we are talking about homes, we are talking about rooms. Please highlight on what kind of rooms are the speciality over here. What are the different varieties and the lengths of the rooms?
नाही, आमच्याकडले रूम जे आहेत त्या कपलसाठी एक आहे डबल बेडरूम आहेत. डबल बेडरूम. आणि आम्ही एक इथे कॉन्सेप्ट ठेवला होता की डबल बेडरूमचं घराचं नाव आहे तिरंगा. त्यानंतर जी फॅमिली अकोमोडेशन्स आहेत 4 बेडीची, त्या प्रत्येकाला एक वेगळं कॉन्सेप्ट आहे. ग्रीन, येलो, पिंक. इवन ह्या इथे मुलं लहान आली की दे फाईट फॉर पिंक चेअर्स बिकॉज वी आर स्टेइंग इन अ पिंक कॉटेज, सो वी मस्ट हॅव पिंक चेअर्स.
And you not kept any numbers or the separate names for the house. It's only pink,
green and yellow. These are the colors. So they enjoy that. Some of the people say, no, we would like to have pink.
Okay.
And then we have a bungalow, we have a farmhouse, we have a villa. So every accommodation is different.
And about marriages, if we speak about, so what kind of marriages are being held over here and how do you organize that?
Yeah, because first thing is we have such a open place under the coconut trees. You can make good mandaps and do the reception. And we have excellent cooks. They cook traditional Indian food. In fact, jalebis, anything. And to add to that, my son is a great chef. He has worked with various companies. He has worked with Taj. He was in charge of President, and now presently he is working with Papa John's and Chili's. So he is going to come and join me, and you will hear from him now more.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Kaka, for giving us your valuable. We have spoken enough about Shintrewadi here at Nagaon Beach, Alibaug. How could we forget the lady behind the success of the whole Wadi? The people who go happy from here is all because of the lady who is behind the whole Wadi's progress and the inputs which are already there in the resort over here. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm fine.
Okay, ma'am, please tell us that generally what do you see and what is your role behind the whole success of Shintre?
See, always success goes to my husband only and my son because their contribution is more than me. Only PR job is my job. Normally I communicate with people all the time. I receive their calls, I answer them, I tell them all details.
All are done by you mostly?
Mostly, 90% you can say it done by me. But of course, maximum contribution is Mr. Shintre.
In fact, what has happened that was when we were both of us were working, half the time, even when I was busy in work, she used to come here and look after the guest. So she has done a lot of work, in fact, for preparing the food also. Initially, we started in that fashion.
Yes, because it still has a motherly touch,
Yes, cooking it ourselves and that way. And this legacy, as I said, will go to my son. Now, son is a chef. Now, he will take further.
Oh, yes. Let us speak to gentleman over here. So please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi, I'm Siddharth Shintre, and I'm proud to be a part of this entire legacy from my grandfather to my father and my mother and everyone around. And I just pray to God and hope to continue this ahead in a neat and articulated manner. I belong to the hospitality industry, and at the end of the day, when you really think, I think we are all wasting our times in big cities. So when you start working in an atmosphere like this, your productivity is about 200%. And when that really happens, it's nice to work in this atmosphere, work for the people, and then take this entire concept ahead, which is a beautiful concept, which we enjoy because of Mother Nature. I think everyone has a right to enjoy in a role way, and we are there to serve them.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, now if we talk about 5 years down the line,
Sure.
where do we see this progress?
Okay, so I think I see this as one of the topmost destinations on this coastline in Maharashtra, at least, in terms of providing people a family home away from their own ancestral home. That's what I would say. Most of the people consider this as a weekend accommodation. I would rather say this is a weekday pleasure, because you can have your conferences here under the tree conference, something which is beautifully done. You can have very peaceful. You can have good sattvic food. You can have yoga in the morning. You can have swim, rejuvenate yourself, charge your batteries, and then move back.
Kind of reload
Boardrooms
yourself.
are going to, so boardrooms are going to now shift out of those air-conditioned rooms into surroundings like these, and that is exactly the aim of Shintrewadi.
Yes, certainly. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice day and keep rocking the same way.
Sure.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Bless.
So here we have the whole of Shintrewadi family with us. Hip hip!
Hooray!